it from someone who heard it from someone who doesn't even know my last name. But you ate it up like gospel truth, didn't ask, just walked away. I saw you laughing with your friends at lunch, like we were just a phase you dodged. I still have your playlist saved, guess you already pressed stop. And I don't need a microphone to scream how much you got me wrong. You built a case with no defense, guess fairy tales don't make much sense. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies, even though I told you, looked you in the eyes. You threw away the best thing you had for a rumor pass, like a schoolyard fad. And I hope it keeps you warm at night, that gossip you chose over what felt right. I was real, I was there, I was true, but you chose the noise instead of you. They said I kissed someone by the vending machine, yeah, 'cause that's totally my scene. Funny how I loved you loud, but lies always drown out honesty. You used to say I made you feel seen, now I'm just a name in your deleted feed. Tell me, did you ever even know me, or just who they made me out to be? And I hope your new truth keeps you safe, wrapped in shame in second place. You could have fought, you could have stayed, but cowards run when hearts get played. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies. Your silence hit harder than the alibis. You let them talk, you let me break. And for what? A high school heartbreak. I gave you trust, I gave you time, but you gave up the second it wasn't fine. You know the truth, I still see it in your face, but lies are easier to chase. I wrote your name in my notebook hearts. Now I write songs with broken parts. I'm not perfect, but I was yours until you slammed that locker door. So go ahead and believe the hallway lies, but one day you'll realize that the love I gave was rare as hell, and you lost it on a hallway spell. And maybe that's your biggest miss, 'cause I was real and none of that was this. Mom asked how we're doing, I froze with my tea halfway. That joke's still going strong, I smiled and looked away. My best friend brought you up like it was still all good, and I said we're just quiet now, like I ever understood. You didn't fight, didn't shout, just stop replying. I checked for dots, but all I got was silence trying. I don't know what to say. You broke my heart last week or yesterday. I know you didn't say a word, not even something soft that hurts. You just left like air leaves a room, without sound, without perfume. And when they ask me why we died this way, all I can say is I don't know what to say. I still keep your toothbrush in that second drawer, like if you show up drunk you'll need it once more. Your hoodie's on my chair like it wants to stay, but even it won't talk about why you walked away. I replay every line you never said, trying to stitch closure where silence bled. I don't know what it seems. You didn't slam a door or drop a name. You just made the whole sky gray. When they ask me why we died this way, all I can say is I don't know what to say. Do you think I'd scream or beg you to stay? Was I too quiet to even deserve a goodbye day? You disappeared like it was nothing at all, but my heart still answers when you call. To say you broke my heart in the slowest way. No fire, no final kiss, just a love that slipped into the mist. Now my mom, my dad, my friends all ask what happened, like there's a fact. But when they ask me why we died this way, all I can say is I don't know what to say. You said we're a secret worth keeping. I believed it like stars believe in dreaming. You'd laugh, say I was all you needed, and I'd hold on like love never cheated. I planned futures in the quiet of night, named the kids in my head, thought it felt right. You were out somewhere chasing light, while I stayed home loving you blind. And I didn't ask for forever, just hoped you meant something, even if not together. But I made you up, didn't I? Turned late night calls into lullabies. You were bored, I was believing. You were passing time, I was healing. I built a home and you made me hard, but you were gone before it could even start. Yeah, I made you up, but the pain was real from the start. You kissed me like it meant tomorrow, then left me in a room full of sorrow. You said don't catch feelings with that grin, but I already had deep within. I memorized the way you talk, and you forgot me by the next walk. I was writing poems in your name. You were scrolling, playing games. Guess I mistook your 2 a.m. smile for something that could have stayed a while. But I made you up, didn't I? Told myself love was in your eyes. You were bored, I was sinking. You were numb, I was still thinking. I built a dream in your borrowed bed. Well, you forgot every word I said. Yeah, I made you up, but the ache was mine instead. How stories go, some hearts burn, some just glow. So I made you up and I've made my peace. You were a lesson, not a masterpiece. You were fun, I was fire. You were gone, I was hired. I built a song out of all we lacked. Now I've got the truth you can't take back. Yeah, I made you up, but now I know you were never really that. We planned the dance in 7th grade. Said we'd wear blue, not gold or gray. You swore you never chased the crowd, but now you're somewhere dancing proud. You saw her post, she flashed a smile. She asked you once, and all the while you dropped me like a song you skipped, and I was just a faded script. Thought I was your always, you're you and me, but one spotlight and you couldn't see. 'Cause Linda said yes to prom, and suddenly I was just gone. Like every plan we ever made wasn't worth the breath it takes. I was your backup, your safety net. You made a promise, then forget. I wasn't part of your big dream scene. When she walked in, you forgot about me. Yeah, you forgot about me. You wore the suit we joked about. I saw your pics, I had no doubt. She fit your arm like perfect glue, but I still had my corsage too. I danced alone in my front yard. My dress, my heart, they fell apart. You waved from her world, I was there. Don't lie and say you didn't care. You said we'd ride or never go, but I guess that meant until her show. 'Cause Linda said yes to prom, and suddenly I was just gone. Like every plan we ever made wasn't worth the breath it takes. I was your backup, your safety net. You made a promise, then forget. I wasn't part of your big dream scene. When she walked in, you forgot about me. You forgot about me. Maybe she laughs a little brighter. Maybe your world feels a bit lighter. But someday you'll scroll and maybe see that I was real, and you forgot about me. Linda said yes to prom, and I became your whirlwind. Run, you dropped a diamond for the scene. Guess pretty wins at 17. I was your best friend, front row seat, but you picked crowds over what was deep. You'll remember eventually, but I won't be there when you remember me. You held my hand like it meant forever, told me secrets in late September. Said I was different, said you were scared, but God, I thought that meant you cared. You kissed me slow in your old car, promised me I'd always be your star. Then the cold came and so did the space. Now I'm just someone you replaced, and I know you smile like nothing's wrong, while I'm breaking every time our song comes on. Why do me like this? Like love was just a dare, like I was something you'd saw you in your coat, not the one I bought, the darker one you swore you lost, outside that cafe on 4th and Main, laughing like nothing ever breaks. You told me you'd be home by 10, but I checked the clock and it's 2 a.m. So I asked the night and I asked the moon, but they won't tell me the honest truth. My heart keeps rewinding your smile while my head's spinning all the files. I hate how sweet your lies still taste, and how silence takes up all this space. With who, with whom, with what and where? Did she hold your hand like I wouldn't dare? Was it in the dark or out in the air? Do you kiss her like I'm not there? With who, with whom, with what and where? You gave her the love you said we shared. I'm losing sleep, but you don't care. With who, with whom, with what and where? Your hoodie's got perfume that's not mine, the citrus scent I wear all the time. You said, baby, I think you're paranoid, but your voice cracks like it's unemployed. I remember that promise you made in the parking lot on my birthday. You said forever, and I believed. Now forever's just a ghost with keys. I don't need you to break it down, I just want to burn this town. But I whisper soft instead of scream, 'cause heartbreak isn't loud, it's mean. With who, with whom, with what and where? Did she run her hands through your tangled hair? Did you laugh like we were never there? Did you fake it with that blank stare? With who, with whom, with what and where? Tell me the truth if you even dare. I'm crying in a folding chair. With who, with whom, with what and where? You were mine in songs and dreams, but now you're hers, and in between I hope she sees the cracks I missed, and you feel the echo when we kiss. To call me after fights, said I calmed your storm at night, but I was just your second scream while she lived out your favorite dream. You held my face like it was glass, but you kissed me like a second class passenger on your love train, ticket paid in someone else's name. You traced your lies down my spine, said chill, it's love, but so is cyanide. You called my name with her perfume on, then said I smelled like moving on. You prayed with me, hands still unclean. You wrote forever and disappear in ink, lit candles in my lungs, then left. Now every breath is burned regret. So go play hide and cheat in your little maze of make-believe. Kiss her slow in the passenger seat, like you didn't say those things to me. I hope the guilt stays on your teeth. I hope her laugh sounds just like me, 'cause when the smoke clears at your feet, you'll still be the king of hide and cheat. You said my silence made you scared, but you carved comfort out of my despair. You like me broken, like me still, a doll you pose just for the thrill. said you're sorry in lowercase, like grief was just a style phase. You packed your lies in thrift store grace, then ghosted me with screenshot praise. So go play hide and seek in that fairy tale of your deceit. Kiss her neck like mine was leased. Leave your soul on red at least. I hope your mirror starts to scream. I hope your dreams play back my screams. You can keep your tricks and silver sheets. I'm done with kings who hide and cheat. You weren't a villain. You were just a bored boy who thought breaking hearts was a way to feel noise. You ended it like it was nothing. Said you just can't keep pretending, but you were the one who started dreaming. Then blame me for all you're feeling. You said your mind's been somewhere else, but baby, it was always myself. You just couldn't handle love that deep, so now you run where it's safe and cheap. And maybe she's soft, maybe she's sweet, maybe she smiles when she's on your street. But tell me this, when it's 2 a.m., does she know you like I did then? You ended it 'cause you couldn't think of me. Now you're with her, but she's still dreaming my key. She can't do it better, no, she don't even try. You traded gold for a pretty lie. You don't know what you lost, and that's your curse. I was the best, and now you got her. She can't do it better, yes, I mean everything. And you gave up the real thing. I held your fears like they were mine, stayed through every twisted line. She gets your smile, but not your mess. She gets the guy, I got what's left. I know your type, I know the game. You chase the quiet, run from flame, but someday you'll scroll and hit my name and feel the burn you can't explain. And maybe she laughs, maybe she stays, maybe she checks all the easy ways. But when you wake and can't sit still, will she love the chaos like I will? You ended it 'cause you couldn't think of me. Now you're with her, but she's still dreaming my key. She can't do it better, no, she don't even try. You traded gold for a pretty lie. You don't know what you lost, and that's your curse. I was the best, and now you got her. She can't do it better, yes, I mean everything. And you gave up the real thing. She doesn't know about your silent rage, the poems you write, the way you hate change. She gets to smile, but I had the fight, and I'll do it all again tonight. You ended it 'cause you couldn't think of me, but I'm the one burned into every beat. She can't do it better, I was your song. You'll realize it when she's all wrong. You don't know what you lost, but someday you will. When silence hurts more than standing still, she can't do it better, yes, I meant everything. I was the real thing, the real thing. I stayed up late to calm your storms, loved you loud and held you warm, picked you up when you were broke, gave you words you never spoke. I watched you chase her empty laugh while I was right here doing the math of all the times I showed up true and all the ways she ghosted you. but you still hesitate when you say my name, like loving me would come with shame. So tell me, is it me or her, the girl who saw your scars, or just the one who's prettier? I'm not a face card, baby, I'm a whole damn heart. I loved you in the dark when she tore you apart. So if you're still confused by what I'm worth, then maybe you don't deserve me or her. You talk like I should just be proud to stand behind you in the crowd, but I was front row holding space while she was just a pretty face. I stitched your soul with quiet hands while she made love with one-night plans. Don't say it's love if I have to guess, if I'm your piece or second best. And don't you dare call this too much, when all I asked for was your trust. So tell me, is it me or her, the girl who built you whole, or the one who made it hurt? I'm not a backup plan, I'm the realest love you had, and it's killing me to stand here feeling bad. If you can't decide who you prefer, then maybe you don't deserve me or her. You had loyalty dressed up in grace, but kept staring at a vacant face. One day you'll wake up and you'll see you let go of someone like me. So tell me, is it me or her? 'Cause I'm done competing for love I always earned. If you want fireworks without the flame, then go on, boy, forget my name. But when you're left with just the blur, you'll know the truth was always me, not